Morning. Today's song's going to be interesting because all I know it as is the Cabbage Cream Egg song. So Easter's coming. It's got astrology in it. So whether it's a real song or not, I don't know. But it was used for an advert years ago for Cabbage Cream Egg. So check it out while I find if there's a real one. First house of Aries, Virgo and Saturn, Truth. So we're in Aries now. If I remember rightly, Aries battered theirs. It was all about the way you eat something, or the way you attack something, the way you approach something, like eating an egg. So let's see. If you haven't checked out the full moon read, do it now. It's all signs. Posted last night. Bit late, but better late than never. Come for me through it already. So today's card is Sagittarius, the rainbow card, because it nearly always has a rainbow on it. Not sure this one does, I don't think this one does. It's my Iris card, so if you know anybody called Iris, or you like the flowers Iris, it could be important, or someone in spirit did. There's the overthinking that we had yesterday. Oh, and it's in the sweet spot. So Spirit are proud of us. We've learnt some lessons and we've come out the other side stronger than ever before. Fate has taken a hand, a change is coming. We are shedding a skin. There's the bag in the head against the brick wall. So 9 days, 9 nights, hanging ourselves out to dry like Odin did. Wasting our breath on people that never listen. So head injuries, he's been in the wars, look. But he's coming home to who he truly is. And a home is not a home without fire in the hearth, food on the table, and a welcome at the door. Some say it's wherever they lay their hat. Others say home is where the heart is. So where your heart belongs is home. A homecoming. For Easter maybe. A loving family. Cancer. Home and family unit. Your cup is full. You're in charge of your emotions. Everything is right with your internal world. First time in a long time. You are loved unconditionally. The truth, Saturn, will set you free. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, child or younger energy. They don't have to be young. They just have to be not naive, but innocent. And they speak the truth. Scorpio. Someone is in the healing process. They've been the caterpillar. They're in the cocoon healing. 13 yesterday. Not ready to transform just yet. But fate is taking a hand. A change is coming. The number 10. Today's card 14. There's the irises. Sorry, they're really going for me throat today. You have learnt some hard lessons. You've learnt patience. Hips and thighs will be healed. Communication, balance. But you're battered and battered and battered in the blacksmith's forge and come out stronger than you've ever been before, like a mighty sword of Excalibur. But something in your psyche, your inner child or children, is holding you back. You're still in the misery of the past. 8 months is mentioned. It could be the past 8 months or for the next 8 months, because you have options. So it's confused about what to do. So we're going down because we've started with 8, now we're in 7. We're keeping our dreams alive. Spirit wants us to keep our dreams alive. We have options, but we must make choices. The right choices for us. So 10, 14 positive, 13 negative. Scorpio negative, Sagittarius positive. Learning, knowledge. And Scorpio is about shared resources again, and the reproductive organs. And this could be health, this could be truth coming out. Yeah, moving on. It's time to move on. Leave the baggage of the past behind. Don't take it with you. Only take the lessons you've learned with you. The positive, not the negative. 6 weeks. Travel across water, perhaps, because the truth will set you free. There is the sword, forged in the blacksmith's forge. A hand of God is giving you the truth. Love yourself first, love yourself unconditionally, and the same to others. Too many, sorry. There's apathy here though. Someone isn't prepared to do anything about it yet. They're not open to receive this change. There she is, the drama queen. Leo energy, but the negative side of Leo, the shadow side of Leo. Violet Elizabeth, she was in it yesterday. She's been in it for weeks. She will scream and scream and scream until she's sick if she doesn't get her way. So it doesn't have to be a woman, it can be a man. It is drama. And unnecessary drama. They want what they want, and they don't like fate taking a hand. Yeah. Impatience for this change to take place. Success will be yours once you gain this knowledge and move on. Too many. I'd like to have took it because it was the Eight of Cups again. Apologies may be needed. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady improvements in finance and career. Manchester, the bees, those with the scar of the leg, the limp, the amputation, agriculture, but above all Chiron. It's about healing. Virgo energy, which we've got in the dice. Those in uniform, those with a dark complexion, the military, police, etc. Positive energy. And Sagittarius, you must finish what you started, but don't act in haste because you'll repent at leisure. It's time to take that knowledge and do something with it because you do have options. Again, choice. 7 months. Keep your dreams alive. No major arcanas. So that's Sagittarius energy and the number 10, 14 and 10, massively important, positive energy. We must be honest and stand in our integrity. Finish what we started. Yeah, the nightmare will be over. 9 weeks, sleepless nights. The cage door is open, you can leave at any time. Yeah, there is sacrifices here. Someone only seeing things from their point of view. A martyr or a victim. This is Houdini, it's Odin, it's Prometheus. Houdini done this trick many times before, but he either lost or swallowed the key and couldn't get out. And this is the point. It doesn't matter how many times you've done something, you still can make mistakes. Boundaries. We talked about boundaries yesterday. It's time to put your boundaries in place and learn to say no. To be prepared to turn your world upside down and do things differently. Issues with the feet and toes, the liver. Someone's drowning here. They're being a doormat. There's the number 10 in reverse. So they are refusing to make the change. They want things to stay the same. The fixed signs of Taurus, Leo, Scorpio and Aquarius especially. Messing about with spirit when you don't know what you're doing is advised against. Please don't use Ouija boards. You are opening a portal to something that you don't know anything about. There's the Scorpio. Reproductive organs, shared resources. But for once, this couple are very much together. Loving unconditionally. Beautiful energy. Divine intervention. Being watched. But again, the truth. The Page of Swords. Somebody coming in fast with the truth. And they're speaking the truth. No more lies. No more mind games. Could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius child. And when the truth is spoken, that happy home could be destroyed. Because it was never a happy home. It was built on sand. The foundations weren't strong enough. There was no fire in the hearth, food on the table, or a welcome at the door. So somebody is possibly leaving home or repairs need doing. There is something wrong with it. The home, the house, the family unit. Chaos. So you need a new team. Anything you start now, new businesses, new relationships, whatever it is, will profit within 3 years, will prove to be a godsend, because it's the green light of go from Spirit. So it's time to go, because this security, these finances are coming to an end. Possibly an inheritance stolen, but something here is ending. So security and finances. Yeah. Number 10. This is about your happiness, your bliss. The trouble with the 10 of Cups is when you get to that stage, it is very, very hard to keep it there. There's nowhere else for it to go. There's no 11 of Cups. So, but these two people love each other. Or love you unconditionally. It might be mum and dad in spirit. Scorpio and Cancer. Third house of messages, 27. From spirit or in this world. So text messages, emails, etc. We'll check out the dice first. So, first house of Aries, it's about your soul, who you are, your head, your face, and we've got that again now with the battered head. Your place of birth, your immediate environment, yourself, your incarnation, your image, your separateness, your individuality, your physical characteristics, your personal appearance, and your expectations of your environment, the home. Somebody expects too much. This is where your identity is formed. It's the circumstances surrounding the birth, the reception to the child's arrival. A planet in the first house is a profound impact on individuals' early life and their developing personality. With Pluto, for example, the process of birth may have been life-threatening. Uranus or Mars indicates a sudden appearance, where Saturn can point to long, slow, difficult birth. So Saturn, a long, slow, difficult birth. This is not going to happen overnight. Months, it says. Or a cold reception from the family. Or they may be materially or emotionally impoverished. So people are not always what you would expect, given the nature of the planets. Pushy Mars may give the appearance of dynamism, but it is masking a placid sun sign, not so much as actually going to get done. So the apathy. Venus in the first house may cloak a ruthless nature. Placing in pleasant Libra masks the deviousness of power-hungry Scorpio sun. Scorpio. When two signs fall in the first house, a planet such as Mars in the second sign may reveal an unexpectedly aggressive nature behind an apparently subservient facade. Somebody's not what they seem, the drama queen. So, Saturn in Virgo. This placement is extremely methodical, highly conscientious and hard-working. It is pedantic and critical, and failure is its biggest fear. So somebody doesn't want to be seen to have failed. And others are very critical of anyone who does fail. So watch your bowels. Third house, 27. Three of Pentacles. So there it is. Find a new team. Green light, go from Spirit. You must stay drunk on writing or reality, so reality cannot destroy you. The name Ray could be important. Your words have power, yes. The truth must be spoken. Now is the time to get your point across. You may also find a clearer direction in which way to proceed. It's about your neighbourhood and your siblings, home, immediate environment. It signifies our need to know and demonstrates how we put our concepts and thoughts into words. You are in search of answers and need to unlock mysteries, but your mind is agile and you will be able to grasp every detail right now. You may wish to express this mental suppleness through writing or speaking, researching subject matter which has always intrigued you. Libraries may call to you, so you may be researching something. You may suddenly wake up with an idea that could turn into a very lucrative business, yes. You may even be toying with the idea of writing a book, starting a blog, perhaps a screenplay, or position at a local news media outlet. So locally, there may be news. There is no better time than now. As well as dreamy and imaginative writing, so something may come to you in dreams because they've mentioned the dreams twice. The third house represents dexterity, swiftness, and curiosity. There's the dexterity, swiftness, and curiosity. And figuring out the mechanisms of what makes things work. So this could mean expressing yourself about something technical. It's the house of the mind. Mercury is about giving and receiving information. Somebody doesn't want to receive this truth. When this card turns up in a reading, there is a need to uncover all that you can and relate that information to others. So learning. Also, an area of commerce and sales where the third house card represents itself in a reading. It can indicate a time of buying and selling and becoming involved in retail transactions made over the internet. So it could also be love transactions over the internet. Issues dealing with siblings may come up, yes. There may be questions you must resolve to do with brothers and sisters. Your neighbours may be going through some changes. It's your neighbourhood, so expect events that will make a difference there. For more in-depth information, look at the surrounding cards. If the moon card is in the spread, which it isn't, there might be secretive actions carried out at night, or vandalism or burglaries. Mars, look for noise and radical changes. But Saturn, it could mean that an area may start to appear old or decrepit. It could be careful how you put your thoughts and feelings into words, because other people may not be as warm and receptive to your words and ideas as you would hope them to be. No, there's going to be drama. This card can also mean you'll be talking your way into or out of a tough situation, but don't back down. Put your boundaries in place and remember to say no. Your happiness should not be sacrificed for someone else's. You will be mentally able to grapple with issues and sort them out well. Important documents or paperwork, so we were talking about accounts the other day, shared resources, are indicated. This isn't your everyday type of paper shuffling. The matter will be more significant than usual. This card also indicates a fortunate time to start a business of your own. There we are. Perhaps working in translation, creating software, or something to do with deciphering codes and messages. For example, you may also become involved in studying other languages or anything related to work towards a common good. So studying, university, Sagittarius. Meditation and relaxation are suggested when this card presents itself. If Neptune or Pisces falls in the spread, your thoughts are likely to be inspired ones, and you could have psychic, mediumistic communications. There's no Pisces. Oh yeah, there is Pisces, sorry. So psychic, mediumistic communications. If so, I believe it'll be in your dreams. You need to find the right words when you are having a discussion. You may be of two minds and vacillating, hesitant about stepping into a situation. It's about clear choices, objectivity, short trips, air travel, taking flight, mastering something new, neighbourhood events or changes, connecting to the greater mind, owning what you know to be true, talking about it, being chatty, closing down emotionally and relying on common sense, logic we had yesterday, turning cold on someone or someone turning cold on you, the drama queen, hand-to-eye coordination, games, figuring out puzzles, intelligence, inventions, numbers and letters, so numerology, important. A need to do math, early schooling, scripts, codes, siblings. So again, accounts, bank accounts, bargains, signing off contracts, sales and commercial transactions. Three of Pentacles. "15, illumination. Something is coming to light, possibly at a celebration, or the celebration will be called off. Home and family life. 15. The Queen of Light. Illumination, bringing something to light. The truth that will set you free. The Queen of Light is beautiful. Comes into your life to herald success in all your ventures. There's the success. She illuminates the most important steps on your path and reminds you of your own brilliance, your intelligence, and inspired, and all your needs will be met. Remember that you are an instrument of the divine, shining through you in this world. You are on the correct path for your highest good. The Queen also brings you insight into how to manifest your reality in the most miraculous ways. She promises that you'll be shown the next right action and celebrates you as you stand brilliant, joyful, and enlightened in the present time. You've worked hard to come this far. You can be proud to stand tall in your convictions, that in your heart of hearts you know the truth about your situation. Rewards for your perseverance and willingness to learn are on their way. Gratitude and acceptance are the key today. So love yourself first, unconditionally, but don't be a drama queen. Don't be a narcissist. You have to be grateful. Manners, men and women, selfishness, that's what we've got to guard against because it's in the reverse. The self, the individual, the human race, your attitude towards others, their attitudes towards you. Friends, enemies, and social order. So, lack of social order. Manners. Manners is number 20, Judgment Day. Scorpio and Aries. The letter M. The joy of mankind and the augmentation of dust and the adorner of ships. So travel across water is very important. All men and women are equal. Foresight is needed. So see the bigger picture. Keen-eyed hawk. In terms of vegetable kingdom, the rune is associated with the ash and the elm. This link is made because Norse mythology states that the very first humans were fashioned from this. So, ogre meaning of ash and elm. Look it up and you might find out more to this story. Heimdall, the god who stands between. So whatever stands between you and what you want and unfaithfulness, child born outside of the relationship, because Heimdall disguised himself as rigger and stayed overnight with 3 different married couples. In each case, he slept with the host's wife before moving on, in the process of which there were 3 children conceived. So 3 children, Carl, Elle, and Jarl. Thrall, Carl, and Elle. Elle being the first, the nobles. So the 3 classes of society. We're not supposed to have classes anymore, but we do. The warriors, the progenitors of the peasants, and the upper class. It's about passing on knowledge. There you go, our Sagittarius energy. You are gaining some knowledge. Further in this story slightly, Jarl was said to have been the father of Cornwall, the first king of Denmark, so Denmark could be important, but it is inverted. So, you must be aware that someone close to you bears you ill will. In a negative position, manners usually indicates an enemy. But this is not always so. For instance, some room readers suggest that it can denote male homosexuality or the nervousness and lack of courage that has resulted in a life blighted by an overly strict father. So, because we are the Aries first house, that could be an issue. Or other harsh authority figures. Look to the next rune for your advice. We're not going to the next rune, we're going to the next card. Even so, this is our advice. So broken homes. Yeah, what you give out is what you get back. The rose. So something's triggering you, and it may be issues from the past that haven't been healed. 44. The filter of our experience is how we experience life 90% of the time. So we see things from our point of view, and our point of view is coloured by our upbringing or trauma that we've had in the past. It's an unconscious thing. People and situations can trigger our mirrors to reflect back to us what we believe to be true. So this drama queen believes what she's saying, or he's saying, about the life, the universe and ourselves. Mirrors pointing to our shadow or our light, our shadow side. And sometimes we don't like to hear that. Parts of us that are yet to be accepted, witnessed or loved. Love yourself unconditionally. You don't have to wait for others to accept you. This card is guiding you to look closely at what experiences or people are triggering you and what you could be mirroring back to them. So, when have you felt like this before? Could there be an opportunity to heal something? So if you've been in this position before and you haven't stood up for yourself and you felt like you'd let yourself down, now is the time to heal that by this time standing up for yourself. You are shining a light. Yes, the light is being shone on something that longs to be healed and witnessed. You need to be seen as a person, as an individual with thoughts and feelings of your own, not just going along with the thoughts and feelings of those around you. This goes for the good and bad. The good, those we admire and put on a pedestal. They are just as human as we are. They make mistakes. If we do not realise that we are attracted to them only because we are as good as them, we will need to cut them down in order to rise to their level. So some people love only as long as you don't shine your light brighter than them. So they cut you down to their level because they're frightened that if they let you shine, you may dim their light. The bad, those we despise or are envious of and put down. So, drama queens, narcissists, they will drag you down because they can't have you being seen to be better than them. If we do not realise that they trigger something in us that is still yet to be healed, because if you are confident in yourself, if you love yourself unconditionally, you don't have to compete with anyone else. And we will remain hurt and wounded for the rest of our lives. So who or what is triggering you? What is it that they trigger in you? And what part of you longs to be seen? So you can't be seen if you don't put your boundaries in place. You must learn to say no. You must learn to see the bigger picture, or people will just ride roughshod over you. Thanks for listening. Speak soon. Bye.